It reminds me of Chuck E. Cheese. Come on, bring up the prop real quick. Do y'all remember Chuck E. Cheese? Are they still around? I thought the health department would have closed them by now. Chuck E. Cheese's are not hygienic. If you work at Chuck, does anybody work at Chuck E. Cheese? I did. You did? All right, well, I can talk about them then. Listen, I have a theory. Does anybody clean those balls in the pit? No, I knew it. Next time you go to Chuck E. Cheese, just there's 30 years of germs on that balls, on this ball pit, right there. Not clean. But when you're 8, you know nothing about no germs. You love it. And every Chuck E. Cheese is the tunnel. It's my son, Justice, by the way. Justice is gonna go through the tunnel. Justice, go through the tunnel for me. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, and he's gonna come out the tunnel. And what's at the end of the tunnel in Chuck E. Cheese? That nasty, beloved ball pit. I love that ball pit. Whenever I got to the end of that tunnel, I would dive into the ball pit. I would backstroke in the ball pit. I would swim in the ball. Just loved it. That throw balls at people and just then duck before they threw it back. I loved it so much. That is the prize of the tunnel. That is what we are getting to when we go through. But every once in a while, go ahead, Justice, go back through. Yep, okay, pause right there. Every once in a while, there was that kid. You know what I'm talking about? That one kid who did not get how this works. And he just spotted up in the tunnel, which mind you is already tight. He's just like, and you're trying to get past that kid hi buddy. Yeah, excuse me, just trying to get past to the ball pit where the rest of us are headed. It's did nobody teach you this? Is it not instinctual? The tunnel is not the prize. There's nothing in there that we're trying to get to. The tunnel is the thing we go through to get to. But if you don't know that, you'll spend your whole life in the tunnel. And then it'll look like this. Go ahead. It'll look like this. Go ahead, Justice. Go, Justice. Go. Yeah. Hey, look at me. That's why it feels like you're going in circles. Because you graduate high school to go to college. You graduate college to get the job. You get the job to get the marriage. You have the marriage to have the kids. But none of it fulfills. It's like that Bible verse that said, you drink but you're still thirsty. You eat but you're still hungry. You put clothes on but you're still not warm. You got a job but the money falls through your pockets like there's holes in your pockets. Because nothing in this world is the goal. This is not life, y'all. Life is the thing we go through to get to life. Go ahead, open it up real quick. Yeah, go ahead. And when you know, go where you at? Go that way. And when you know that this is just a tunnel, then it don't matter what you go through. If you got to go through therapy, you go through therapy. If you got to go through chemo, you go through chemo. If you got to go through the breakup, if you got to go through the divorce, if you got to go through the sickness, if you got to go through the pain, it don't matter because I don't plan on stopping here. I don't plan on camping here. I don't plan on posting up here. This is what I go through, not what I'm going to. I don't plan on it. And some of y'all are like, well, that's not fair. That only took 2.5 seconds. Yeah, 2.5 seconds. That only took 2.5 seconds, Pastor. I'm 60. I'm 50. I'm 20. I'm 30. That's not fair. Going through it for that long but that's 2.4 seconds. Listen, let's say you live to 90. Now I want you to put 90 in the context of eternity. You know how long? 2.5 seconds. You can do it. You can make it. Keep moving. I had a pastor who, God bless his heart, he loved people. He just had a strong way of showing it. This was the pastor you did not want to counsel with. I would sit back in his counseling sessions. People would sit down and they would go, they say, Pastor, I'm going through something. He would go, He'd go, then keep going. Keep going then. I'm going through something. You going through something? Cool. Don't stop now. Keep going, keep moving, keep praying, keep pushing, keep fighting, just go. Just go. And by the way, listen, while you're at it, stop trying to get over it and start trying to get through it. Stay here, Justice. The worst advice you can ever get over it. Why? Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. Why? Why get over it? We are obsessed with getting over things. Somebody hurts your feelings, get over it. You get depression, get over it. You got anxiety, get over it. Come on, get over it. Remember that prophet who said, is this okay? I'm supposed to be closing right now, but can I keep? Okay. Remember that prophet who said that you'll be back one day? Well, people started to interpret that literally. So these false prophets started to rise up. They started saying, you heard Jeremiah, we're going to be back home next week. We're going to be back home next year. And so Jeremiah said, I need to clarify and verify. What I meant was, look at verse 4-7, 29. This is what the Lord of Heaven's army says. The God of Israel says to all the captives he has exiled to Babylon and Jerusalem, build homes and plan to stay. In fact, you might as well just start a garden. You want tomatoes, bananas, apple, but Jeremiah, it takes a long time to plant a garden. You're gonna need something to occupy you while you are being occupied. And eat the food that they produce. Marry and have children. This is gonna be generational. Your kids are gonna have to go through it too. Then find spouses for them so that you may have grandchildren. Multiply, don't dwindle away, and work for the peace and the prosperity of the city where I sent you into exile. Liz and I were watching this movie. It was called The Kid. And it was a really cool movie because this guy was wrestling with some stuff that he didn't deal with when he was a kid. And so his inner child actually manifested in front of him. And now he's talking to his inner child. But he thinks his inner child is a hallucination. So he starts to fight with his inner child. But it's not a hallucination. Through the magic of TV, it's an actual child who's in there. So he starts shouting at his inner child. He says, you need to go. Because he was a businessman and he had a lot of meetings to go to. He goes, and when he said this, Liz and I had to pause it because I swear it ministered to us. He looked at the little kid, he said, I don't have the time to go crazy. I was like, rewind. I don't have the time to go crazy, I got a church to lead. I don't got the time to go crazy, I got a family to feed. I don't got the time to go crazy, I got a business to start. I don't got the time to go crazy, I got to get to work. So then he goes and sees a psychiatrist. And he says to the psychiatrist, he goes, I need some pills. And the psychiatrist goes, why don't you sit on the couch? Let's talk about whatever it is you're going through. He goes, no, just give me the pill. I don't want to sit down. Because that's where it all starts. And she goes, no, she goes, just give me the pills. So the psychiatrist writes the prescription and says, I'm gonna give you a little bit. And he goes, and she hands him this and says, when this doesn't work, stop trying to get over it. Come back and together, we'll go through it. Don't be in such a rush to get out of your offense. Somebody hurt you? Here's what the world tells you. Get over it. Put a smile on and get back to work. Come back to church. Just get over it. Are you ready? Build a house in your offense. Time out. Let me get there. Sit in it a little bit. And when you sit in it, instead of getting over it, go through it and ask yourself, why did I get so offended in the first place? See, because God can't take you out of it so fast because what got you in there is still in you. So I'm gonna sit in a fence a little bit and I'm gonna start asking myself, okay, why did I get so mad? And you're gonna find out more about you than the other person. Because I'm insecure, because I don't trust people, because I doubt, because I haven't gotten over my past, so how can I expect anyone else to go over it? Because I'm empty. It's gonna start pulling things out of you. Don't get over it, get through it. Are you ready? Don't get over your anxiety. Make friends with it. Sit in your anxiety and allow anxiety to pull out things in you you didn't know were there. Why am I so anxious? Be like David. Why, oh heart, are you disturbed within me? Or depression is your thing? He had a verse for that too. Why, oh heart, are you downcast within me? Why? Don't get past this so fast. Get through it, sit in it, sit with it, let it work on you. Because if you're going through it for one of two reasons. Either God is trying to take something out of you, or God is trying to put something in you. For example, Justice, I want you to go ahead, go through it. Go through it, buddy. Yep, keep going through it. Good job. Keep going through it. Pause. Can Justice go through this standing up? how can he go through it? How's the only way he can get through it? That's the only way he can get through it. What's the only way he can get through it? How can he get through it? You want to learn how to pray? Go through it. Because when you go through it, the only way you're going to be able to get through it is on your hands and knees. Father God, I don't have the answer for this solution. I don't have the answer for this problem. I don't have the answer for this struggle. I don't got the strength in me. I don't got the power in me. I don't got the wisdom in me. I don't got the righteousness in me. If you don't show up in my life, I don't think I'll survive another day. Lord, would you help me get through this, Lord God? I don't need to be perfect. I don't need to be a millionaire. I just want to make it to tomorrow. Lord, will you help me get through, get through, get through, get through. Teach me to get through, Jesus. You want to learn how to pray? Have someone in your life get sick. You want to learn how to pray? File for bankruptcy. You want to learn how to pray? Start thinking suicidal thoughts in the middle of the night when you, what? Did I just, what? Who am what? Yeah, that's the time. Right there. That's the time. Your son or daughter comes home, Mom and Dad, I gotta talk. What? That's the time, right there. Right there. Someone breaks your heart, right there. My hands and knees is all I'm gonna get through. Everybody standing all over this room. Thank you so much. Thank you, Justice. Justice, get through, buddy. Get through, get through, get through. Never give up. Keep fighting, keep calling. Come on. Give it up for Justice.